and we live, man. When I say we, I'm talking about the West Texas Cowboy Report podcast. That's actually they are actually we. I'm live in the building. They live in the location event. Actually, there. You know what I'm saying? So what's up with your Mike? What's up with your Ken? Hey, let
What's
us know
going
how
on?
let me know how that draft was, man. And if I was smart, I would have told you to send me some videos, so then I could load the videos up
Oh
and
yeah,
watch the videos while it was doing it. I might still be able to do it actually.
yeah. Mike got you looking at it right now.
Yeah, Mike already looking. All right, so hey, tell me about the draft, man. Tell me what you guys thoughts. Cowboys take. Well, actually, before we do that, let's let y'all share. Let's everybody share. Hit that share button because there ain't a lot of people open on right now, but I know it's a lot of people that's up right now. You know what I'm saying? So if we gonna be on and up, we need to go find all the people that's up right now. All the people that's pissed off. Remember, my daddy said it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you pissed off, you good. You know what I'm saying? Ken then started yawning, y'all. We gotta come
All
on.
right, man.
We gotta get to it.
It's fire. That's my bedtime. It's all
Youngest man
good
in
though.
the world with the youngest breath time. All right, what's all right? We there. Look at Mike already sent me. He sent me the pictures. I should have sent. Actually. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna text you my email, and I want you to send them to my email.
uh, yeah,
All
man.
right.
People were crazy. They were attacking this man because he had a Caleb Jones.
All right, Bam. I just sent you my email right now. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about everybody hit that share button. Rush us up with you, Robert Greenlaw.
Got
Crazy,
it.
Robert. What's up with you, man? Appreciate you, my boy. Hitting that share button. Um, if shout out to everybody that's watching on TikTok. What's up with you, Be Legit?
Be legit.
All right, make sure y'all share. What up with you, Eddie? So, hey, man, I've been live for damn near three and a half hours. So I think they know my idea, my take on pick number one, Dallas Cowboys snatch up this young fella right here. Man, can't wait to get this jersey popping. Hey, give
Hmm.
me y'all thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys selecting Caleb Downs with the 12th with the 11th overall pick. Man, he got
Go
to wear
ahead.
number two.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the fans. Yeah, I loved it. I didn't think it was gonna fall, but I think the Giants. I don't know. I think Carnell Tate going number four kind of changed the whole trajectory of this draft. And it just kind of made everything weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, that and then the other receiver went off the board too,
Yeah, Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson, and
We
then
the Giants took an offensive
when
line.
Giants took Arvell Reese, I was like, heck yeah.
Yeah, they helped us out.
yeah,
And then when we got to number 10 spot, I thought they were for sure gonna take Caleb Downs, and
Nah,
it said Francis Malagoa, man, and I was like, Jerry, get on the phone
they wouldn't have took defense twice.
before someone else trades up and gets him.
No, they needed offense.
Yeah, because that's what Jerry was saying. They were afraid someone else was going to trade up, so they traded those two fives. But they had already gotten two fours the from the Eagles, and I think that's really awesome that we can maybe use those tomorrow and use our third rounder to trade up and get the linebacker that we want.
yeah, and also something that was also crazy is the falling of Ruben Bain.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I thought Ruben Bain was coming to Dallas there for a second.
I did too, bruh.
I said it's going to be Ruben Bain. It's going to be Ruben Bain. And then I was like, no, it's going to be Caleb. It's got to be Caleb. And it was. And everybody in there jumped on me, bro. Like, "Whoa," everybody was going nuts. I've got a lot of video footage of it. I'm trying to email it to you right now, but I was actually on the news. I was on News Channel 11. I was on the other news station in Dallas. So, two different news stations. And I actually watched it, and I just kind of talked about how they asked me, how much do you think Dallas is going to improve their defense with Caleb Downs now? And I said, about 30%. They said, well, why so much? And I was like, because he's a field general. He can run the defense, the green dot, and he's not going to let no one beat him deep. And he's
Absolutely.
not afraid to tackle. He's
And
dang
you know
near
what?
perfect.
And you know what I love about him? He's a mother freaking playmaker, dog. Like you
Facts.
lost a playmaker in Micah Parsons. You just couldn't replace him with a jag. Some dude that's just, yeah, he's gonna be a solid pro in the NFL. He's gonna have a long beard. He's gonna play for us. No, we don't want to hear about that bullshit. We want to hear about a dude, making aggressive plays, making game changing plays, and setting the tone and defenses having to circle around and having to find out where he is. Like that's what we gotta with. And then think about this. You know what's so cold about him, dude? Is listening. He is about to play behind freaking Quentin Williams and goddamn Kenny Clark, dog. Like he's gonna be free to do whatever he wants to do, bruh. Like it's gonna be gangster, bruh. Like I love it. Now Lawrence, listen to me, man. This is what I have to say about Lawrence. Lawrence is a pick you make because you went into this draft and you wanted an edge rusher, right? The only thing I'll say is this: I'm only curious on where if you had him as a first round pick talent and that's where you graded him, then you did what you should do. You picked the best available at the position of need. That's what you did. Now there are people saying that obviously there are other positions that you could have won in different situations you could have did, but I'm gonna be honest with you. In any NFL draft, if you're telling me you're picking an edge rusher at 23rd in the draft, I'm gonna probably tell you you're probably gonna get the third best one. Because in today's modern NFL, edge rushers go top five, or sometimes first overall. Like edge rushers are very, very sought after human beings. So if you're drafting an edge at 23rd, I can almost guarantee you're drafting the third best at edge at best. You know what I'm saying? Now that doesn't mean that he's not going to be a solid pro. Um, but I think a lot of people are mad because he don't have War Daddy mind. But I don't think you can get War Daddy at 23 anyway. You know what I'm saying? Not I don't think you can get 23. I think you could get a really good rotational. And then you got to remember, a lot of fans are trying to judge this boy's whole career off of 1 year. His whole career. This is not a. This is we're just talking about this year. If my dude can be a first round pick, and he need to give me now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put some numbers on this. You know what I'm talking about? Cause ain't no more free Randy. He listen. He gonna have to give me between. I need between. Give me 5 sacks. That's a solid rookie first round pick. Give me 8, and they gonna be wearing your jersey. So it's just the ceiling is anything under 5. Nah, they're gonna crucify your ass. Crucify him! Crucify him! Hey, you get under 5 sacks. I'm sorry, I won't defend you in the street. I'm just be honest with you. I'm not. I won't have your back. I draft you 23rd overall, and you get me under 5 sacks. Yeah, bro, we got a problem. Especially if your position is called edge. That means you're gonna be on the edge. Yeah, and you can't give me five sacks. No. But I'm gonna tell you this right here: the Dallas Cowboys are also about to be rotational than a motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? Weird. Listen, the problem with the Cowboy Nation and the edge position is this: you guys want individual war daddy, one person doing it, one he's slanging, slapping people, and grabbing people and throwing them to the ground. Cowboys don't want that. They want a bunch of above average guys, 3 or 4. That's their mindset. And the reason why I know that is because if they were literally looking for a generational war daddy get to the quarterback, the Cowboys showed us tonight they had no problem trading up or down. And if they wanted that, they would have went and got it. They would have went and got it. But that's not what they wanted. They traded back. You know what I'm saying? So that lets me know. Listen to me. I love it, but you're not gonna see me making no video on Max Crosby or Miles Garrett because that's obviously not the direction they want to go in. Because if they wanted to go in that direction, they would have did it tonight. What's your thoughts?
Hey, yeah, man. Sorry about that. So what are your thoughts, Ken, on that?
Yeah, I love my guy Boss. I love my guy Lou, but I feel like if they were gonna trade for a Max Crosby, a Miles Garrett, it would have been happened. Like they would have done it. They would have immediately jumped on it as soon as they rescinded the trade with the Ravens in Vegas. So it's just like, why even waste time talking about it? Like let's just focus on the draft because that was clearly um, oh, okay. Thought that was me. Yeah, because they were clearly going focusing on the draft. I will say this about Malachi Lawrence though. His defensive line coach at UCF is our assistant D line coach at for the Cowboys. So I feel like that's gonna mean something. Plus, we got BT Jordan. So yeah, it was a reach, but I'm trying to find some positives in that particular pick at 23.
I mean, I say it like this, right? You're sitting there at 23, the positions that you need, because whenever you go into a draft, you're always going to draft by position first, then player second, right? Or
Hmm.
else you know what I'm saying, or else you gonna draft a kicker in the first round.
Yeah.
All right. So first off, you say what are your other positions you need? You need an edge rusher, you needed middle linebacker, you needed corner. All right. Now, I think the reason why they chose the edge over linebacker and over corner is because the Dallas Cowboys are for sure looking for instant. They're looking for someone that can give them instant success right now. Well, at the cornerback position, coming into the NFL, that's a pretty damn hard position to transition, especially as a rookie. And you go out there trying to guard neighbors and Chase and all these monsters that we gotta take care of this year. So you have that thought. Remember, Trevon Diggs didn't start his rookie year. Devon Bland didn't start 17 games his rookie year. And these are all dudes that all proved themselves to be pretty damn good later on in the NFL, but they didn't start their rookie year. Or you go middle linebacker. Now we've had the conversation a bunch of times on why I don't believe that I want a rookie middle linebacker, or why that's a position that has to be kind of like earned, why you kind of like play yourself into it. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna get a return on your investment there instantly. So you ask yourself, where could you get the biggest return on your investment? And what's the easiest position for a position? What's the easiest position out of those three for me to put a guy in and I just tell him one thing: go get sacks, go get the quarterback. So I think the reason why they picked edge over all those other positions. Now the player, that's up to them. They had to scout at the player and they favored this player over this. But I'm just saying why I believe they picked the position, because they look at a position and they say, bruh, if I drop a rookie middle linebacker on this team, he's gonna have problems transitioning into the NFL. If
Yep.
I drop a corner on this league on this team, guess what? Deron Bland, he's supposedly supposed to be a shutdown corner, but I ain't never seen him do that in real life or on Madden. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna basically bring in a rookie. He's gonna be your starting corner. You're gonna put him in a position where he's gonna not necessarily give up plays, but you're gonna give him. And then think about this: you drop a first round pick corner on this team. You don't even have a older corner that you can. Well, you have Deron Bland, but he's so bro. He a slot corner that's going to play outside. So he about to be playing outside for the first time himself. So how am it's just there's just too much going on at cornerback position. If I got corners and you got vets, if you drafted a corner right now, he probably I'm not saying he might not beat out Corday naturally, but he'll probably start over him because he started. But I think the Cowboys was thinking, where can I get the best return on my investment right now? And that's why they went with Edge. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, I think Malachi Lawrence was. I think he's the most slept on edge in the draft. A lot of people weren't happy with the pick. They wanted Jacob Rodriguez, but we need an edge, And I think if BT Jordan can coach him up, he could be the next Demarcus Lawrence, or he could be a Taco. We don't know, but only time will tell. We'll find out, and we just pray that he turns out to be a good pick. So I'm going to be optimistic about it. Um, and Caleb Downs, man, I wouldn't have cared who we drafted second, man. Just drafting Caleb Downs alone was an A+ draft for me. And
Hey,
then
oh, go
I
ahead.
was the only one wearing the Caleb Downs jersey in the whole crowd. So everybody rushed me. The news stations rushed me and interviewed me. And I was on both newses tonight. And so y'all go and check out the Dallas News on NBC, CBS. Catch your boy on there on the sports section. And we had a great night. It was worth the trip, man, to come all the way down here from Amarillo to Dallas and to see Caleb Downs go. Man, dude, I was just pumped up. And it's going to change the dynamic of this defense.
Hope so.
He's going to be that player that they wanted, someone that can come down and play nickel, rush the passer, whatever they ask him to do, Caleb can do it. And so I just hope tomorrow we can trade those two picks and go up and get Jacob.
No, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that.
Or Hill or CJ Allen. We did a linebacker,
I mean,
man.
No, they'll probably get a corner second, third round.
you got some really good players available tomorrow. You got Denzel Boston, wide receiver. You got McCoy from Tennessee, who was actually a corner that I liked it. He's still available.
He'll
Zach
probably go tomorrow.
for sure. Anthony Hill Jr. He gonna go tomorrow for sure. Um, who
Who
else?
knows if Dallas doesn't get one, like you said, they could trade for. They've already got some trades in place. They said ready to go
Yeah.
for Miami. Now that Troy Aikman's over there working for Miami, maybe he's a under. Maybe that's why they traded us their pick because Troy Aikman's like, yeah, you should do it.
Then you
So
got
who knows?
you got Coach.
Because he was in their war room tonight. So thank you, Troy Aikman. We can't hear you.
Oh no, I know. I was talking to my people on TikTok.
Oh
Uh,
no, you good? You good? Oh, okay.
you
What
got
do you think about Troy Aikman? Do you think he was in the war room whenever they called Miami and said, "Hey, man, we'll give you 2 fifth-round picks if you let us move up"?
yeah,
Nah,
but I mean, he probably was doing his job. But at this level of the game, man, these folks, and you got to remember, Troy Aikman didn't like the Dallas Cowboys when he left the Dallas Cowboys. I got a very interesting video. Troy Aikman said he'd never play for the Dallas Cowboys again. You know what I'm saying? That's the real reason why he retired. But you got to at this point of the game, Troy Aikman thinking business, and he's also, I mean, I'm not saying he would want to work with us, but I would definitely think that Troy Aikman would want to show his new employer that he can outfox Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying? So I would never count on that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I will say this. I will say this. If he do want to give us a solid, he could definitely give us motherfucking Jordan Brooks. Hell, you mean? we could call it,
exactly.
and we could call it even Troy Aikman. Hell, you mean? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, right now, that's the only thing that you're. Listen to me. If the Dallas Cowboys go get Jordan Brooks and drop him down as your middle linebacker, bro, you're loving your defense right now.
Somebody said your mic is low. I think you sound good on our end, but
I just turned it up.
maybe,
he
but
look.
maybe I don't know about on the live stream.
I,
We just got
I,
mute whenever he talks. Just like that.
I just turned it up right now. But so I mean, yeah, I mean that's really the only thing that needs to be done. Hey, but you want to tell you some moves that really surprised me in the draft. Not necessarily surprised me, but it was kind of crazy to see the freaking Rams draft a quarterback from Alabama
Oh,
since,
Ty Simpson. Yeah.
and I was like,
That's crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I stay out here in California, and a lot of people was talking about, they be talking about at some point Joe Burrows is supposed to be getting traded to L.A. at somehow, so I win. But I could have sworn that freaking Matthew Stafford had just got a little extension. They were talking about an extension. I mean, that's crazy. Think about this: you have a MVP season. You have an MVP like in season. Who ended up winning the MVP, the league MVP this year?
Matt Stafford.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you win the league MVP, and then that same year, the franchise goes and drafts a quarterback, drafts your replacement.
Yeah,
Like
he's
if
probably
that
gonna get back up. Yeah.
if that yeah, but I'm just saying if that's not freaking business, I don't know what is. Like, and it's what's crazy? Like that type of stuff can happen in other franchises. You know what they say? That's good business. That's how it's supposed to be done. The Cowboys do some crazy stuff like that, man. Y'all crucifying Dak right now, bro. Y'all trying to go to his house and kill that man right now, bro. On my mama, we would have Dak would have to have a protection plan because some of y'all would be trying to assassinate him just to get that boy in that game. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
it just goes to show you the maturity of the fans.
for sure.
Right.
So,
Jared, I'm gonna tell you something else that surprised me too. The Arizona Cardinals, with no quarterback and no offensive line, drafting Jeremiah Love in the first round. That was crazy.
Yeah, they're setting him
yeah,
up for failure. So the
yeah.
Ashton GT all over again.
Yeah, like bro, like honestly, Arizona had. I be thinking like I get it. Like you want the best offensive player in the draft, but it's like, dog, y'all don't even have a freaking quarterback. Like it
Who is their quarterback?
Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett. It would have made more sense for them to draft the freaking like honestly, you know what they could have did, and I'm gonna tell you what they could have did. They could have like what they should have did. They should have traded back with a team and traded that damn third pick, got some more picks, and then drafted the kid from Alabama
Yeah,
because the
that's what I
kid
thought they were gonna do.
ain't even gonna play this year.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Who, Caden Proctor?
Nah, talking about Ty Simpson.
That's what they should have did. They should have traded the third pick, traded and draft came back because Ty Simpson's not even going to play this year.
Somebody told me that Arizona was asking too much to move up. They were being ridiculous.
Move
So you
back.
draft Jeremiah Love. You have no. He's listen to me. You drafted a rookie that's literally going to be your best offensive player, better than your actual quarterback. Like I don't see like they're setting him up to have a very uneventful rookie year. He gonna be he gonna grow up real fast though. He gonna grow up real fast. We play him too, if I'm not mistaken. We play Arizona this year, right?
He reminds me a lot of DeMarco Murray coming out of OU. The way he's built and everything, the way he runs the ball. Yeah, he's a violent runner and he can catch and run and he knows how to break them tackles. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, somebody said Simpson may not play till 22 till 2028. I mean, the cool thing about the game is you got to remember I mean, it's a dope situation because that's what you're supposed to do, though. I
He
mean, just
says y'all could he could hear us too perfect, but they can't hear you again.
I mean, I'm up as much as I can go up.
Maybe you need to turn your phone up, bro.
Maybe
Like,
yeah, because I'm black, so I talk loud naturally.
yeah, well, I can hear you fine on my end. So,
We should have to mute whenever you talk just to be safe.
Yeah, yeah, but
so
I think we cooked tonight, though. Listen to me. If the only pick we had tonight was Malachi Lawrence, I could understand the way you guys feel. But since he was not the only pick that we had tonight, you can't feel the way you feel.
Facts.
beggars can't be choosers, man. And the fact that Caleb Downs fell to us is a miracle, bro. Like this is like literally like a 1 in 10 chance, bro, that should have happened.
Nah, I mean, I think positional value, like the safeties typically don't go very high anyway. I just assume since it wasn't a very
No, bro, he's the best defensive player in the draft. I cannot believe the Giants didn't take him at 10. I think they were debating on whether or not to do it because they knew we would if,
nah, they just
or they were thinking Miami might do it. But
nah, they drafted defense early. They needed to draft offense because
the
yeah.
yeah, I think that the like you said, them not picking Arvell Reese at 3, and they took that running back Love. That's what got us Caleb Downs. That move right there,
Carnell Tate is the reason why we have
and Carnell Tate. Yep, those
Yeah,
two picks.
Cornell Tate because I think Cornell Tate, even quiet as it kept, he was probably the biggest surprise. He was probably the biggest surprise because I didn't have him
by
drafted.
far.
And I don't think anybody had Cornell Tate in their top five.
I thought he was probably gonna go maybe like in the teens, maybe. Because I thought Jordan Tyson was gonna be the first receiver off the board at like 8 or 9 or whatever, like in the late, you know what I'm saying, late early. I mean, the late I don't know.
Ruben Bain didn't look too happy. I think he was licking his chops, thinking he was coming to Dallas.
Now he's probably upset that he slipped.
Yeah, and then when he got picked, their whole family was just like, "Yeah, whatever."
All right, so let's talk about what are our thoughts on the Giants, the individual in division rival picking Arville Reese at number 5.
Solid pickup. I like that. Good pick. But when they made that pick, I was like, oh, they got to go offense. They're not gonna double back on. They're not gonna double down on defense, especially two guys from the same team. Like they're gonna draft the offensive player, whether that's a receiver. Then Jordan Tyson went at number 8. I was like, oh crap. Then that's when I got a little nervous. But then they took
I think they took Magua because they know we got Quentin and Kenny and Rashawn Gary, and they need someone to block. You know,
I mean, they gotta protect their quarterback.
yeah. And he got hurt last year, and Scottaboo got hurt last year. They need some linemen.
You see him take them hits last year?
If I was them, I would have double dipped at offensive line.
Nah, probably.
I would have took both
The right thing.
the two best, Magua and Monroe Freeling. Your old Hall. But Arvell Reese, we'll see, but I don't think he's gonna make much of a difference.
Oh,
But him and Abdul Carter together though, who knows, man? That might be lethal.
they're gonna be a pretty good team.
I mean,
That's why we need to get some new tackles. I think Dallas needs to go get a tackle because Terrence still gets beat way too much.
That's a 2027.
you're not gonna find a tackle just randomly find a tackle better than Terrence Steele. You're gonna have to like
Thanks.
actually put a plan together to go get a tackle better than him.
Well, we need to do something.
We're straight. You can't be perfect at every.
Hopefully Tyler Guyton's out there boxing in the snow again or whatever he was doing in the rain.
Mhm.
So
All right. So, what are y'all thoughts on Kansas City coming up and go getting Mansoor Delane?
I thought they were coming up to get Caleb Downs at first,
I
and
did
so
too.
I was
That's what
like,
I thought. That's what
"Oh
I thought
my
too.
God, no!"
They don't have any corners. They had to draft a corner like that. That's just what it was. I kind of knew they were gonna go that direction.
Yeah, I knew they were going to go secondary, but when they traded up, I honestly thought they were coming to get Caleb Downs
No, I didn't. I thought they were picking a
because
corner.
everybody was talking about how they thought Delane was going to fall to Dallas. It was going to be Delane, but Kansas City, that was another critical move. So there was like three or four critical moves that made this happen because this was a miracle. It wasn't just one move. It was that. It was Tennessee taking. I mean, it was Cardinals taking Jeremiah Love. It was the fact that New York took Arvell Reese, like you said, because they probably would have got Downs if Arvell Reese was gone there.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna
And
lie. I was thinking that I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking Kansas City was gonna get one of them wide receivers for Patrick Mahomes because like the tight end over there, what's the boy name? He on his way out, and then they really ain't. What do they got at wide receiver right now? And then he's coming off an injury. I was think they was gonna at least try to like reinvent. You know what I'm saying? Get this man a weapon, a legitimate weapon, because he ain't gonna be running around in circles like he usually be doing.
I mean, she writes is solid, but he has a lot of off the field issues, so you really can't rely on him. But they'll probably play tomorrow. Day two, grab a receiver or something. They like picking those day two receivers.
All right, so hey, we're gonna talk about another pick. What was y'all thoughts on Sonny Styles being one of the being technically, well, not technically, Sonny Styles got drafted before Caleb Downs, which was kind of crazy because I thought Caleb Downs was always going to get drafted before him. And you know what's
yeah,
crazy?
I
Both of them went
really
to the
can't
same
believe
school.
that they Washington took Sonny Styles over Caleb Downs
And you
either.
know
That
what?
was
Their careers are
Conditional.
always going to be. People are always going to judge those two guys because they went to the same school, and literally, like you had to like literally you had to have looked at yourself at the tape and said, okay, I believe that Sonny Styles is a better player than Caleb Downs, and that's what the Washington Commanders said. That's what they said. Now they gonna have to stick with that.
there was someone said we only had a 12% chance of getting Bain, or I mean not Bain,
Banner down.
Bain or Downs, 12% chance.
I probably would have took
And both
down.
of them was available.
I take down.
Exactly.
Take down.
Could you? What if we would have took Bain right there? Would you have been mad?
Not really, but I was gonna have downs because my defensive coordinator is like the secondary whisperer. Like
I
he's
wonder if there's anybody out there that would have rather had Bain than Downs.
sure.
Maybe 12% of people.
Maybe like Miami and the Cowboys.
Y'all do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, share this video, like this video. I know it's late, y'all, but man, I'm still pumped up. I'm telling you. I mean, I had everybody in that place jumping on me, giving me high fives. The news station, can we interview you? The other news station, can we interview you? And I was like, sure, sure. So I was on both newses tonight. And man, dude, it was just so worth the trip to come down here from Amarillo to Dallas. Shout out to West Coast, man, for being such a trooper, bro. He just got through doing a 7 hour podcast with his homies and he's doing one with us. But I know it's earlier out there, but we're actually going to be out there for training camp here in a few months. I can't wait to see you, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Oh,
Hey,
and I'm going to VidCon in June, and that's for content creators. My son has 8,000 followers, bro. He's a content creator. He does shorts. Y'all go check out Zach VR or Zach. Yeah, Zach VR. He does VR and he does shorts. But we're gonna be out there, and hopefully this year West Coast can make it out there to Anaheim. To so that's a few different places we're gonna be this summer. Of course, training camp, but then we'll be at VidCon too in Anaheim in June. So I think it's June 23rd or 24th, something like that. And then we'll be at training camp at the end of July, 1st of August in Oxnard on the beach. Can't wait. What you eating there, man?
ice cream.
Ice
Let's do
cream,
a
you
couple more
scream.
here
We
before
all
we get out of here.
scream for ice cream.
Let's
That's the
go
big
through a
ice
couple
cream
more of these
man.
before we get out of here.
Mr. Ice
What you
Now, what
say?
was y'all thinking about? What was y'all thoughts on the
Cream.
Eagles, the trade, the Cowboys? And listen to me, all that thought about, you won't help your a divisional rival, get better, or you know what I'm saying? Like football is different in 2020. How it used to be like all passionate about your enemies and we'll never help Philly. We always be trading with Philly.
Yeah, they did in 2021 with Devontae Smith.
Like we
Exa-
always be trading with
Yeah.
them. And think about this. This is the second receiver we didn't gave them because we gave him Devontae Smith and then we gave him Malachi Lemon. What
I
else?
just you couldn't say no to two fourth rounders though after losing two fifth rounders. You know what I mean? Like
Do I think do
you
I,
just can't say no to that.
do I think this kid is gonna be better than AJ Brown? No. So go ahead and take him. I'll trade with
I
you.
don't think I know McCall Lemon is going to be good. I think he's comparable to a lot of like Malik Neighbors.
Nah, nah.
I think he's
Yeah,
up there,
Malik never
bro.
a slot though. So technically he's not replacing AJ Brown. He's technically would be replacing D Smith. And D Smith is gonna replace AJ Brown.
Oh dang, that's gonna be scary again. I mean, it's not
He's
scary in a
he's
good way.
actually a slot.
Scary in a bad way. Like, yeah, like that's gonna be for them.
Man, I was like, dude, if Sadiq, that tight end, is available at 20, I was like, man, dude, I'd love to have him on our team. We'd have two of the best tight end groups. And if you look at a lot of the teams that win Super Bowls and even the Rams, like the Rams have a slew of tight ends. They have like three tight ends that are all good on their team. And that's how Tom Brady was winning all them Super Bowls back then, man, with Gronk. And he had like two or three different tight ends. And even with the Kansas City Chiefs. They had that other tight end that they have what's his name, but they had that other tight end too that was real good when they won the Super Bowl. But um, maybe we'll get like Trigg or that other. Have you ever seen Trigg's highlights for Baylor?
No, but I see Andy.
Dude, that dude reminds me of like Mark Bavaro back in the day or something. That dude is a beast, bro. Yeah. But yeah, day two. What's gonna be like tomorrow for the schedule? It starts at 7, right?
Yeah, I think same time.
Starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be out there at the Star again. So y'all tune in to West Texas Cowboys Report or West Coast. He's going to be with all the Avengers. Sorry, I didn't make the Avengers this year, but maybe next year I'll make the
I'm not about to be
Avengers.
on that show tonight.
Huh?
I said I am not about to be on that show tonight. And the Cowboys ain't even got no second round pick. If they ain't got no second round pick, you be having a you. I
Well,
would not be live to
I
watch
think we're going to use those two
Monday night.
fourth round picks to move up to get Jacob Rodriguez tomorrow. That's my prediction. What's yours?
I
I
have to
mean,
think I'll
I
take a
hope they
corner.
do something. I mean, I would really like for them to use those two fourth round picks to get the second. But there's no way you can just sit there and let 32
Or a third
kids.
and a fourth to move up?
I
I
mean, there's
just
no way you can just let 32 kids come off the board right now.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to get in that second round somehow, man. Without trading George Pickens because we would never trade him for a second rounder. And if you're saying that, you're an idiot. We want two first rounders for George or nothing. Now the first round's over, so George is playing.
Hey,
They
before
already
we get
said
out
it.
of
George
here,
is playing. So
hey, just as a football fan, you know who killed the freaking Jets? These motherfuckers got David Bailey, they got Kenyon Sadiq, and they got Omar Cooper Jr.
yeah, they did. They had a solid
the
draft.
Jets had the best draft. Yep.
Bruh, they killed the draft, bruh.
Dang, I would almost switch our draft for theirs. Golly.
No, I'm good.
They
All right.
killed the first.
I know that'd be hard. I don't want to give up Caleb. God. We killed it too, though, bro. Malachi
Yeah, but
Lawrence
I'm
is
just saying.
good, bro.
And listen, I don't play the Jets. We don't. I don't know when we ever play the Jets, but I'm just saying, kudos on them because they killed the first. They killed the
Well,
first.
but look what they had to do that. They got rid of Quentin Williams, Sauce. Who else have they gotten rid of?
I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean,
But
just Fields, but they're probably gonna be bad for another year, and
Where did they
they'll
get
be a
them
solid
first round
team.
picks from? Them two extra picks.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner and
Sauce Gardner from Indy. And then they got a second rounder this year. That's why we don't have a second rounder. They got our second rounder.
Omar Cooper Jr. is nice. He reminds me of C.D. Lamb.
mm,
Yeah. And you know the other guy that got drafted from not USC, the guy that went second, not Tate, but the other one,
What position?
wide receiver. The one that who was the second receiver to go off the board?
Jordan Tyson.
Yeah, Jordan Tyson reminds me of Des Bryant.
Man, you be throwing that name around there just too much. You just be like that and the word love, man. We just gotta pull it back a little.
I'm not loving any of these players.
Everybody reminds you of Des Bryant. No, everybody cannot remind you of Des Bryant. Like, stop it.
No, Jordan Tyson, he jumps up
No, I
like
don't
him,
want to
and
hear it. I
he's
don't
got
want to
big
hear it.
hands.
I agree with you, Wes.
Nah, I see what you're saying though. Uh, Tomorrow though, let's go live in the morning.
And I got work 7 a.m.
On Saturday?
Tomorrow's Friday, bro.
Tomorrow's
Oh,
Friday.
tomorrow's Friday?
Yeah.
See there, your hat. Fix your hat, Mike, and go to sleep.
Hey, look at this hat, bro.
Oh, it looks so
Malibu's
dark
most
inside.
wanted.
What's up? Malibu's more money. Yeah, boy.
Cowboys did their thing. No, I don't care what nobody say.
Hey.
If you go to sleep tonight, you just somebody, you just a weird cowboy. That's just how you going. You know what I mean? You just a weird dude.
Check this shirt out too. I got,
You
bro.
can't be if.
I got this one on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
2026 NFL Pittsburgh
You can't
draft.
be more mad at the fact that the Cowboys got Lawrence than you are happy that they got Downs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they could have drafted me on that second pick, and it's still an A+ because we got Caleb Downs.
It's gonna be a beast.
I was the only one wearing the jersey in the whole crowd, bro. And everybody, as soon as he got drafted, everybody in that place just looked at me. I was like, I just froze. I was like, "What?" And then I took off running. And then the news station started chasing me. And then I turned into an overnight celebrity like Kanye.
Mm.
Yeah. Where did my microphone go?
I don't think I'm saying.
It flew off whenever I took my jersey off. I forgot it was flipped onto my jersey
All
when
right,
I took
fellas.
it off.
Better
All
call it.
right, man. We'll see you in the morning for not in the morning, but tomorrow when you get off work.
All right, handle it, fellas. Love
All right, man. Love you. Love you guys. Peace.
All right, cool. I ain't gotta go.